Happy snow day to everyone. What I am going to be doing here in this video is showing you how to upload your short story once you've fixed it for the Write Michigan contest. Now, first of all, let me say that since I did not get to hand your short stories to you today, I am going to put them in the mail tomorrow so that you will get them before the deadline of November 30th. Secondly, let me say I am happy with your short stories. You had some great plots, some good language, some complicated sentence structure. I was really fairly delighted. Of course, there were comma and other punctuation errors and a couple of grammar mistakes. So I have marked up your papers and I'm going to mail them to you so that you can make those little fixes to make your stories as good as they possibly can be for the contest. Okay, you should get them Saturday, and then you'll have, what will that be? A few days at any rate to make the fixes on your computer and then upload them. Now, there are some things that you're going to have to do to change the format in order to upload them. And I will put all those restrictions on the Moodle, but in the meantime, this is basically what you have to do. You have to go to Write Michigan. The URL is very simple, writemichigan.org, and you'll get this lovely thing that's hard to understand. Now, the contest guidelines are here, and this is some formatting changes you will have to make because they don't want the name up there, your name, on every page. So it's not in MLA format, but here it is. And pay attention, please. Maximum 3,000 words. Some of you had stories that were right up to that limit or maybe even a little over. And when I saw that, I did make comments on it on your paper. You will have to either cut or change or something. So be aware of that. Maximum length would be 10 pages. It must be in a PDF format. 12-point Times New Roman, double-spaced. No author's name on the PDF. So those are the important things. All of this stuff you can find, and I will also put it on the Moodle in my topic area. But let's see, other things you might need to know. It's an online registration only, and by filling out the registration, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, that commits your story to being yours. And you have to send it in. I am not allowed to submit it for you. Also, submitting it is winners give Schuler Books and the library system the right to use your story for 1 year. After that, it reverts to your own right. But if you win, that would be so exciting you don't need to worry about submitting it someplace else for a year. Anything else here? Age category, I think almost all of you fit in the second category, which is the, let me see, the 12 to 17-year-olds. Unfortunately, that's one of the largest categories, so you've got some stiff competition. But let me tell you, I was really happy with your stories, and I think you have some real possibilities of getting selected, at least in the semi-final round. Okay, let's go back, if at all possible, and I'll show you now the enter thing. See this great big button? Push it. And then okay, here it comes. Now, because I have submitted stories before, I have to use this entry. If you have submitted a story before, then you will also be using this one. If you're new to the contest, you'll use this one, but it ends up being the same thing. Remember what your email is, and remember your password. It is crucial that you write down the password and the email that you are using for this contest so that you can get back to it and make any changes if you need to. So, with any kind of luck, yay, it worked. This is the information: your name, your address, zip code, email address, whatever phone number you want to give them, but you must give them a phone number. And then comes the hard part: the title of your story and a 1 to 3 sentence synopsis of your story. This appears not only to the judges, but if your story is selected to go on onto the internet for everyone to choose from, then all that appears is a big screen with a list of all the titles and then the little 1 or 2 sentence synopsis under each title. That's what makes people want to read your story. For example, if I put in mine, if I could type, I could say, this story is about a teenage girl who learns talking with others helps her stop her self-harm thing. That really is all my story is about. But that is a very dull and boring sentence. I could say then, or does she? That at least makes it slightly more interesting. I won't actually read this synopsis or leave this there because, quite frankly, it is a boring summary of my story, even if it's accurate. But that's about how long it needs to be. You just need to say briefly, extremely briefly, what your story is about in such a way that people will want to read it. Okay. So, then you go down there and explain that you agree, ta-da, and then you pick your entry type, which is, for you, will be teen. That means you get to do it for free. People 18 and over have to pay $10 to submit their short story. That's one of the ways they're funding it. It also means that you have to be serious about writing and serious about the contest. That weeds out the ne'er-do-wells, let's say. Now, here's the really complicated part. Upload the PDF of your story. And do not have your name on the story. So that means you have to convert your file to a PDF. If you don't know how to do that, let me show you. First, I'll open a story. Those don't look like stories. Okay. Okay. Here is a story written by a friend of mine for the anthology I publish. I will go up to the major menu. Now, I'm doing this in Word, so I've got to find the file and go down to Save As. Once you get that, there will be, even if you're using a PC and not a Mac, somehow you'll find a Save As and a description that says what format do you want to save it in. The default, of course, is Word, since I'm working in Word, but down here at the bottom always you will find PDF. You're going to click on that. That saves it in PDF, and then you retire it to your desktop or whatever. I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to save that as a PDF. And then when you come here to select a file, it will call up your desktop. There we go. And you'll find the right thingy. Find one that says, you know, like Poems, PDF. Choose. And it's right there and it's uploading. Of course, I don't really want to do this, so we're going to take it off. Or we're going to try. Okay. You're going to save it. I'm going to save as a draft so that I can replace that with my own story when I get it. But that's the basic idea, okay? So, I will not bother telling you right now about all the homework. I can put that in writing. There won't be much. But it is essential that you upload your story by November 30th, 10 days. So please do that. I would love it if you also sent a copy to me so that I can see that you actually did it. And the grades that are on your short stories now will probably change when you fix the surface things or anything else that I've told you. But again, I'm really happy with them. Thank you for all the work you put into them. You'll get them in the mail in a few days, okay? Good night for now.